All right, we're going to do something a little different tonight. For the sake of argument, I'm trying to give you a little shorter videos because I get on my tangents and I let it ride. Okay. So I've got a little bit of an assortment here to open up. I got 3 from Greenlight, 3 from Auto World, 3 of the Coke mainline M2s, if you will, that I'm just going to keep for myself because they're just not picking up on anything for trade. And I like all 3 of them anyway. And the mystery box from Rio Grande City, if you're watching, thank you. I'm going to start with it tonight. We'll open this up and see what's in there. And then I'm going to try to knock out some other shorter videos, probably 10 to 20 minutes each. Some may be a little shorter, some may be a little longer. But that's kind of the plan for tonight. And I'll edit them, just kind of briefly go over them in the morning. I may upload, this one tonight just so I have something to watch. But this will allow everybody to, watch quicker videos and content is for those of my subscribers that see them. They're not having to dedicate, 45 minutes on an hour of their life all at once, or have to keep hitting watch later or what have you, or go to their history to pick up where they left off. So the suspense is killing me. I've been wanting to open this box up it came in the mail today. I got home about 5:30 or so. So I'm going to get in this thing and see what he sent me. This is a guy that I trade with. I guess I started trading with him a few months ago. He's on the road a lot working. And I sent him a big care package because he was interested in stuff that I just wasn't too crazy about. And I sent him a nice little care package and he returned the favor. So, and I actually sent him another one. That I just kind of sent to him just for whatever. But all right, so looks like we got some M2s. I did know one of these was coming to me because I asked him to set one of those aside for me. We have an Auto World, very nice. A few Hot Wheels. Got a bunch of stuff in here. The box is pretty heavy. Got some more Matchbox, Hot Wheels. Looks like the Matchbox 70th anniversary set. I actually removed those off of my my light vehicles listings on Mercari because I thought everybody was asking a little too much for them. Matchbox collectors, he knows I like those, so really good to see these in there. And then, oh sweet, another model kit. The one I don't have. This is great. I'm very, very grateful for this package. And I believe that is it. So we'll bust the bubble wrap off of here and get a good look and see what everything's in there. This is a 2024 release 11. Model numbers are 67 74 K5 Blazer. This one will definitely get cut open and put together. Probably won't do that on video. I may do just a short one like I did before. They didn't get a whole lot of views because it was right in front of me and the angle just wasn't that great. But I'd be more than happy to open that up and check it out. Got an Auto World here. Looks like a Chevy square body. I only have 1 or 2 of these in the four-wheel drive step sides, if you will. I think one's green and one's black. This one looks to be blue, so it's good to have that. Yeah, this is a 80 model, I think. 81 blue step side. That's cool. This one has a cow hood on it. My other ones don't. This is a 2024 release 3. Something else I wanted to share with you. I've been totally screwing up on the Auto Worlds, even though I've only shown y'all a few of them on camera. I bought some more of those today. This was picked up from a guy that I buy from locally. But there's a few little fun facts on the front of these Auto World cards. So whenever I start opening those up, I'll share some of that. It's some pretty neat info, just little tidbits about the casting and its history. Muscle trucks, like I said, this is release 3, version A paint, medium blue. So we'll go ahead and stick that over here, and then we'll get opened up with the Auto Worlds. All right, Matchbox collectors. I think these are like the anniversary set. I'm not sure what year that was, but I do have one or two of the. I have the Highway Patrol Fox Body Mustang, which is in this color of boxes. I have, I think, the Audi wagon. Oh, I have this one. That's fine. I'm glad to have it. I'm still grateful for it. I'll open it up, and whoever wants it later on, it'll be a gift to them. No problem. As soon as I got these other ones, I ripped these things right off the card. And like I said, I put them in bubble wrap and put the car inside the box, and they're on the shelf back behind me. I do not have this car. Sorry, let me get y'all a shot of that one. Again, a better one. 2002 Audi RS6 Avant. It's the wagon. This is 70th anniversary, so man, I wish to put the year on here. I feel like I should know that. Copyright says 2022. So I know they were around a little bit before Hot Wheels, if you will. And then the MG is a 71 GT Coupe. These are really cool cars. I never saw too many of these coming up and growing up. You saw the convertible. I'm not sure what model variant that was, but there's the bottom. I like the Matchbox collectors because they always have like the kind of the initial rendering, if you will, of what they did. You know, when they designed cars, it's pretty neat. When the car goes to the drawing board, if you will. So, very nice. Let's open these up. Yeah, he had a couple of these, I guess, because he had gone through his displays and set everything up, and I guess he had a couple spares of these, but 79 Scottsdale Chevy. This one's model number S134. This is a 2025 release. I did not know that. 25-17. And I used to really go after the lower production M2s. You know, 6,000 pieces, 5,000 pieces. Just because they're a little less common. Lower productions just means there's less of them out there. But this is a really nice truck. Kind of resembles a lot of the that Desert Fox model kit I built the other night. That's the back of the box. Excel plugs and wires. I mean, like I said, Mallory, Excel. I mean, there's all kinds of other, you know, equipment that we've all used, you know, being car guys. But the color scheme on this truck really, it's got a good look. That black and yellow is just killer. And I have that Charger I opened up that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was an O'Reilly exclusive, but I didn't get it at O'Reilly after I had to think about it for a little while. And the other one is the, oh sweet, I thought this was a Slam truck. This is a Walmart exclusive. WMT S21. It's a 72 Dodge Adventure 100. And the release, it says 24 111. I want to make another side note that for some reason I only thought there was only 60 or 70 releases a year by M2. I picked up 2 more Blazers, actually right here I believe. No, not these, but 2 more. One more I picked up at Hobby Lobby the other day, and a Studebaker Wrecker, and I noticed those were in 3-digit numbers. So apparently they make 110, 20, or 130 releases a year. I'm sure it varies year by year, but You know, just as I'm talking about on this one, this is 111th release for last year, 2024. This is a nice truck. White bench seat, flat black hood, 440. That's a nice touch because everybody loves a 440 Magnum. I bet this thing would scoot in a short wheelbase, man. I mean, whew, son. But very, very nice. 87, 150 pieces. This apparently has a super chase, a 250 chase worldwide. They didn't call it out as a super chase, but most of the time when you have the 250 quantity or 200, it's a super chase. That's cool. I have not seen this truck on all the listings that I look at. So there's the back. Very nice. We'll set these two over here out of the way. I'm still debating on which one of the cubes I want to open up. I won't open all of them up. I'll go with the rest of my stuff up here. I do believe this is that Matchbox 70th anniversary collector set. If my memory serves me right, it has a really nice Porsche in here. I think it's a 911. That's got an opening hood or frunk, I believe. I don't think the rear cover actually opens. And I think there was a Hummer EV, really cool looking truck. Yeah, this is it. Man, this car is nice. I've only seen these online. I haven't seen them in stores. And apparently Ollie's carries them. I buy a lot of cars from there whenever I can. This is super sweet. So this is a Porsche 911 Turbo. It's got like a matte finish on it. I hate to say it, but these things are coming out. These Ollie stickers, they come off for the most part. And I could probably get them off of here and put these things in clamshells, but I love the Porsches, man, and I just want to touch this car. So, sorry, not sorry. So, there's that one. There's 4 in here. I think there's 5 total. So, we have the ambulance. This is a Ram 3500, or this may actually be a 45 or 5500. Oh, it's a Matchbox moving parts. So instead of having it in the really odd shaped packaging they came with in 2020, 2021, and the newer ones we see where they're in the biodegradable, which I really like that packaging. You know, if you do want to store it and keep it in the totes, I wish I had one still in that box, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. They stack really well in a lot of totes. They don't take up a lot of space. If you want to save the package, you can take a letter opener or an X-Acto, and cut the adhesive off the little flap and slide the car out, and you can keep the little biodegradable. It's really kind of hard to explain what kind of material it's made out of, but this is cool. I mean, they're on cards, and these are in really good shape, but they're going to get busted out. Here's the Hummer EV I was talking about. I really like this truck. I'm not even remotely an electric vehicle guy, but I do appreciate the engineering in this vehicle and the Silverado. Was it the RST or what have you? Not sure what they actually call that truck, but this one for sure. If we were sheep herded and subjected into basically buying only exclusively electric vehicles, and the purchase price didn't come into factor, it would definitely be, this would be my pick. So, and the last one it's a Mazda MX. I think it's like an MX-3. It's hard to keep track of all these SUVs, but I know I bought the standard Matchbox moving parts and gave it away just because it was a pretty nice casting, and I just wanted to buy some at the store I was at that day. So I like this paint finish, man. It's different. You will definitely be able to spot what these cars are because of the way they have that finish on that paint. It's almost like a crinkle cut. You know, it looks like a wrap, like a dull flat wrap. But when you start looking at it closer, it has that like almost textured feel. So very nice. Glad to have those. And then let's bust open the Hot Wheels. We'll save the. I think that's some Hot Ones and some other stuff. It's kind of hard to tell. What else we got here? Again, not that I've shared this or not, but I used to trade a lot. I still trade a little bit, but I'm kind of dwindling down on what I'm having up for trade. But I also buy a lot. You will find out that if someone gives you a nice care package as such, you can fold this tape in, pull it off, whatever works for you. Salvage that bubble wrap, because it's only $10 a roll. Oh. I literally boxed up 2 boxes for 2 trades the other night, and I used almost an entire roll of the $10 bubble wrap, the 3/16 bubble wrap that I buy at Walmart. I don't believe I actually have this car. I think I had it at one point, but I gave it to one of my buddies who is more into main lines. This is that silhouette from a few years ago. Copyright here says 2021. It's probably a 2022 year run. Beautiful car. Everybody loves the Skyline. Liberty Walk too. This is I'm sorry, it's not a Skyline, it's a Sylvia S15. But with all that body kit and all that on there, they all kind of look alike until you start looking at it and reading the car description. But very nice. There's the back. I was telling y'all that I bought this car in a box, and I bought it from a guy that's up in Michigan that I buy from all the time. And he actually FaceTimed me whenever he found that car in a box, and I was glad to pay what he was asking for because I knew I'd probably never find another one. And this is definitely the first one that I've seen on a card. So this one will probably go in a clamshell since I already have it loose. And someone wants it later on. It's a friend of mine or a buddy. I'd be glad to gift it to him, or I can just keep it as a carded version. This is a 2025. It's that 97 Acura Integra Type R. I love Cadillac and I love Lincoln. Obviously, I really chase after Cadillac, but I love the big Lincolns. And from what I've gathered, Hot Wheels doesn't make a ton of their castings. They make this one, obviously, which is the 64, suicide door Lincoln. I know I've seen a few more, but I don't have very many of them. I have this car loose. I have this car in black. I have one that was a little earlier, a little later, that's also in black, and it has some gold on it. There's only a handful of these Lincoln castings just in general. Like, they never made like a late 70s Mark 4 or 5 town car or Continental that I know of. They never made you would think Matchbox makes the Crown Vic, or something similar. No town car, which would be, I don't know what gen that would be, but like the 03 to 2010s, or even the previous generation, like the 89 or 90 model to 2000 or what have you. I don't know. Unless somebody knows something I don't. I don't see a bunch of Lincolns out there. Which is kind of a shame, because they're a very desirable car in general. And they make really good castings. So, sweet. Do not have this car. I love 66 Chargers. I'm bigger than most people, and I love a big ride. And I've always loved these cars because they were, 2+2, if you will. They have rear bucket seats, very spacious, very comfortable 2-door car. The guy who works on a lot of my vehicles here in town, he actually had one of these stashed out in front of his shop for sale. It was a buddy's car. And man, let me tell you, it didn't bother me waiting 10 minutes to get picked up by the missus to look over that car. So Matchbox is the 70th anniversary. This is a 2022 car. It's nice. They could have done a little better on the front, but I like those wheels. A lot of the, I think they have a couple of the Matchbox moving parts that have wheels kind of like that. Obviously, it's the same wheels that come on these. The orange outline, they have like the spin on, little spindle hub looking deal. But it's a nice car. It's got real nice paint on it. And I actually have these two. I just got them not too long ago, but they're not loose, and these are going to be loose. Or if these cars are in better condition than the ones I have, we'll do a little switch out. I don't have very many loose mainline Volkswagens. A lot of the ones that I do have are on cards, and they're in like pristine condition, and that's just where they're going to stay. But it'd be good to have these out because this purple Volkswagen Caddy truck is really nice, and I've actually got two more coming from another guy I buy from all the time. Not these two, but it's a variant, an older variant of the Volkswagen Caddy. I think these are from 2021 or 22. Here's the I have the whole set, and it's a real nice set. Like, the Sirocco is a car people don't know a lot about, but I used to watch that thing just pound the corners on those road courses when I used to watch stuff on, ESPN. I mean, moons ago. This is talking about whenever the TVs we had sat on the floor and a big screen was like, 60 inches, and it was like having your own personal movie theater. But I remember watching, cars like that and all the rally stuff, Group 5 and what have you. But this is a really nice set, and it's good to be able to take these two, or the other two I have, to be able to bust them open, because I did not want to open the other ones, but now we can get a couple of that done. Okay, last one in here. We'll stop the video and call this one quits, and I'll go on to filming the other stuff we're going to open up. Oh, sweet. So I kept a handful of the Ultra Hots. I traded off a bunch of them. Mostly for the fact that I wanted to keep all the double die-cast ones, or if they were a model variant that I really wanted to keep. And I love the Buick Regals, the Grand Nationals. There's a bunch of reasons why I love those two cars. My mom had a couple of Buicks. I'm just real fond of them. My favorite muscle car of all time is a 70 model, Buick GS or GSX. I don't care which one it is. It can be the starter or the Mac Daddy. And the Rivieras, I love those cars too. 64, such an iconic ride. Those cars, they're just so hard to beat whenever they're built right, the way they ride, the way they drive. I mean, they were really, really ahead of their time. Even the later ones, the 66s and 7s, they were never bad. But I love Buick, and I love a GNX or the Grand National, or just a straight up Regal. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. This is from 21. I have not seen this set. It's got the Mercury Cycle on the back. Looks pretty cool. So this is definitely a treat. I have not seen this car. So very nice. And we have, some more of the set. Huh! I did not ask for this. And I saw these thinking I already had one or two. This is a Dollar General exclusive Subaru. And this was a generation of Subaru that, it was basically new whenever I was in junior high. And these were super popular. And anyway, back to the Dollar General story. This being a DG exclusive, we used to stop at a bunch of them in all our travels to my cousin's place up north, and the Deer Lease. It's about an hour from here because you're in all these back roads, and there's plenty of Dollar Generals out in the country. And I had the van, I had the purple Silverado I already got, and just a few others. I didn't get a bunch of them. I just got one because I don't scalp the shells, right? But I saw about, it was probably 10 or 15 of these in one of their shippers, and I just kept looking through them thinking I already had it. And I may have had it at one point, and I may have gave it to somebody in trade. I don't know. But as I was going through all my main lines, I was like, damn it, I don't have that, DG exclusive, Subaru. And I've been looking, nothing, right? So very happy to have this car. Obviously, if I find another one, it's going to come out, and I'm probably going to do a little tempo touch up on the back, because the front of the car looks really good. It's got some decent detail, but the rear, zero, nada. I mean, 100% nothing, and that's just no good. But car really stands out. It has those bright red wheels. You didn't see many cars with these in black. They were always the blue or the white or the silver or red or yellow. I remember seeing a black one here and there, but that's not the color of this car that comes to mind when I think of this model of car. Again, the Volkswagens, this thing is definitely going to look good outside the package. Like I said, I have this set already. And this little Beetle pickup is cool too. I like it because it has like this little, I'm a stake bed, I'm a service bed, I don't know what I am, but it's pretty neat. So, awesome. That was a nice surprise. I like all of them. Everything I got except nothing. I mean, I don't have this truck. I didn't have the M2s. So those are a great addition. One Matchbox collectors I already have. A few of these other ones I have, but I don't have them loose. So it was a win-win. Very nice gift. I was very glad to accept that. And thank you again. I know you're watching at some point. And stay safe out there. Elevated work is it's a tough one. So we'll stop this one for here, and I'll pick Greenlight or Auto World or M2. I may flip a card or phone a friend, or I don't know. We'll figure out a way to make the selective system work in our favor. So thanks for watching.